couldn't interview herself. She said, this rich man, I go home, that man will continue serving me as a whole. History may repeat itself because of the negative reinforcement that's reported upon her. True or false? And others, you may ask them, but why did you repeat? You see what I was saying? Yes or no? You told me that I was good, so I wanted to prove you right. What is that reason you have? Negative reinforcement. Tell them some people in the social aspect to say, you know, I think there was just something wrong which maybe government or someone did not look into it to have led to that escalation of the barbaric behavior. But in some people, they are good people like any other. When you tell us we are good people, we will not do the actual deed again. Because of the way good. A child does something wrong. Instead of beating the child, you say, wow, sweetheart, my princess, you're still good, right? Let's go, let me go. What is it that you want to do? Daddy, money to buy for you. Let's go to the buyers. Yeah. As we are enjoying the ice cream, if ice cream is sweet now, and anything else that you want after this, so why did you eat that way? Was it a good way to behave? In fact, without the system? No, you will not do that again, right? Dad will always like that. Mom will always like that, right? Positive reinforcement. Somebody has done something wrong. My son, they will see what you do. They went to look him up. What? You come to see him in the police cell. Foolish boy. I knew you would always be. I think we're letting the above one. Nonsense. Who can't know more? You have to learn a lesson. Is that how we learn a lesson? So how do you get a community to have positive reinforcement so that they stop what they do? How do you help individuals to have positive reinforcement? Unlike negative reinforcement, which may continue to bring problems to be the way the approach matters very much. You will reproach good behavior with good, bad behavior with good. Then you become a hero. In the place of work, somebody says, oh, they are fighting you. There are others who have seen this that say, the president even says, I'm stepping down. Nelson Mandela did. I'm giving someone this. I thought and I fought, and now people have the freedom that I wanted, and that they wanted. Now let it be positive. I'll be here and fought for this. And I am older than there was a certain man who was doing very well with the school. The scholarship came, they asked him, can you go for study? And also really couple of go there. Who got to school, but me, I want to be a guy. You know what happened? The auditors came and found that he had stolen a lot of money. He ended up in jail. So we were thinking, If you went to school, all these people are talking. Positive reinforcement versus negative reinforcement. So we are saying negative reinforcement is the tendency to continue a behavior that leads to removal or escape from unpleasant circumstances or sensations, which may bring a problem. I would allow for Bona to why? He was drinking beer. Whatever happens in the world of sleep. Maybe the blood failed, the heart failed to pump the blood to wherever it became weak. Negative reinforcement. Maybe the body at that particular time needed what? Some drugs. And drugs were not available. The person is dead. A feeling that the drug is needed to continue, a feeling of emotional, psychological well-being. I cannot stay without this. I need to continuously have it. We don't take it as a physical need per se. So the person continues to use it because they think or feel like they need it when they do not need it. When you are addicted, it feels like it's a need to have it. When it's just a want. Okay? So on positive reinforcement, I think we will. That's it. You can go and do it. So we have these very bright categories, like stimulants. When you have a fight, some of you are too quiet. You need stimulants for you to start shaking the body. Yeah. That's when we say that. Right? So stimulants are drugs that increase the functioning of the nervous system. The drugs that increase the functioning of the nervous system. And then we have depressant drugs that decrease the functioning of the nervous system. So we have stimulants and depressants. For depressants, we may give them to people that have got high blood pressure to calm them down. Stimulants, we may give them to people that have got low blood pressure. So that we can make them active. So that when we put baby come down, they go dance very well. And then we have narcotics. Narcotics are painkillers or different drugs that are derived from the opium oil. Okay? Then we have hallucinogens. Have you ever hallucinated? Yeah. Have you ever hallucinated? Yeah. I don't know, no problem. Drugs that alter our perception and may cause hallucinations. We saw okay. So we have stimulants, depressants, narcotics, and facility. There. We have a cigarette there, Coca-Cola there, and the other drugs. Beer there, good life, that destroys. Okay? So, there we are. Stimulants that are synthesized or made in laboratories, that rather than being found in nature. That amphetamines. These are stimulants that are synthesized or made in the laboratories, rather than being found in nature. This implies that there are other stimulants that are found in nature that we can just take and we are stimulated. Like direct chamber. Like which ones? Benzobrine. There are these medical terms of benzobrine. Okay, as examples. And then what is the way force? Because the nervous system to override. Okay? Get so excited. Others, you have extra energy, and others, you suppress appetite. Have you noticed that there are certain people who drink, but you must get the stomach and body? Where's our Virginia?
No, it's time when I was like this, I'm sick.
Alright, so as you do that, you tend to develop some physical tendencies. Dependency. Okay? Then we have got cocaine. These we are going to read at our full time. Okay? Yeah. More of American, right?
Yeah. Has anybody seen cocaine sneeze?
Huh? Only movies. Okay? Good. So these are different types of stimulants like caffeine, nicotine. What do we use caffeine for in most cases? As stimulant. Time, for example, is coming and you say, I will take what kind of energy drink? To keep you awake. I will take coffee so that I do not sleep. Those are stimulants. So nicotine, which is very famous, for example, is a relatively mild but toxic stimulant. We have instances of chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes, kuja jamba, Some of them Okay. There you are. You see that circle? So probably, maybe we can talk a little bit about alcohol because it's so much direct effect. This is a chemical resulting from fermentation or distillation of various kinds of vegetable matter. We have beer, we have wine, liquors. What are the effects of these in their judgment? The kind of decision that you may come up with after taking beer is different from the one you may take when you are normal. Okay? And then you also may have lowered alertness and cognition. There's a vehicle that is coming there, they have to boot. You seem not to understand there's a vehicle coming behind you. Even in front, you take the whole road with material. Yeah? So, it's like your level of alertness is not so much there. So there are risks to the liver that you may have, and then the heart and brain may also have got challenges. Sorry. The little one is temporary. What she's trying to get the body back. I'm sorry. What is wrong here? I think you mean that's strong. Differences. So we say this is the most commonly used and abused difference. Why do you think so? Is it because it's common somewhere? You can already find other brands anyhow. But cigarettes and beer, alcohol, everything. This is like the entire code prison issue. Okay? Yeah. So alcohol is an disorder. There are other people who are children of God because of taking too much alcohol. So we have drinking too much beer from 4 to 5 within a limited period of time. Alcohol is disorders. So we have binge drinking, which is drinking a large amount of more than 4 to 5 drinks within a short period of time. Those who may be depressed, having issues, emotional issues, in most cases end up drinking like that. What do you want? You want to get problems, right? That affects you rapidly. And then we have alcoholism. An addiction is the consumption of alcoholic liquor or the mental illness and compulsive behavior resulting from alcohol dependence. You become an alcoholic. You depend on the beer. And then we have Cotta-Cox syndrome. Cotta-Cox syndrome, which is a form of dementia brought about by a severe vitamin B1 deficiency. Instead of eating someone this will relate somehow similar to the kids of nowadays, where you find them a lot of junky food. So when it is lunchtime or normal meal time, they are satisfied. These are the things that we have to control. Children do develop that we do not control how much they take in terms of this food and drink. Most recommended are what? Fruits and fruit drinks. And not mojo. Mojo is alcohol. Those are for you who are studying the details. Okay. Yeah. So we have got psychoactive drugs. We already looked at this, right? Good. Any questions? It looks so crazy and like, what is this after all? But there are people who are seriously attached to this, you know. Just as we have alcoholics. It's only that these are not so common here in Africa. But in the Western world, America especially, the drugs, and there are drug laws there. People become rich because of dealing with drugs. Here you try to cultivate your jamba somewhere there. You are going to go to, and the police are going to harvest everything. You say you have great, others are doing mathematics there. You just show a little bit, the other part is themselves. Why are we talking about these? These are the problems that we're finding in society that we would need to help people or citizens. In fact, these are problems which need you to sort them out. Right. How can you help someone who has a drug addiction? The question is in the exam. How would you answer? Can you describe the process of helping somebody who has got an alcoholic addiction? So slowly by slowly, you withdraw something which the person likes most. So if the child was so much troublesome, we were giving the child so much money, instead of reducing a little bit, if I can have to look at it, we'll do that. This man is small. Okay. Go and take away your big money. Hallucinogens. Drugs that alter the interpretation of sensations and perceptions of reality. So this is how you're looking at something, yeah? That is how I was seeing it when I was just to check out and the operation failed. The whole place was filled with the ears were no floods. And then I was hearing a voice and I was moving. So I was like moving into this, how this is looking, right? It's like some blairedness, some blaired vision. It's like a tunnel. You're moving in that tunnel. You can't go to school. Yeah, that's exactly how this is looking. This is how I was visualizing things. So, this is hallucinations are forced sensory perceptions that are experienced. Forced sensory perceptions that are experienced. So you have two types of hallucinogens. I think I was talking to one of them, which is the laboratory drug and hallucinogen, and natural hallucinogen. Which one must I have been experienced? The laboratory one. Somebody was used to yes, so we have laboratory and natural drugs. Which one do you think of experience? Which is the natural? So these are manufactured drugs, right? Laboratories, different from the natural drug. Okay? The effect that the natural drug may have is definitely different from the effect that the laboratory drug may have. The laboratory drug normally has the dosage, right? Most situated, but natural drugs are mainly difficult to dose them. Then manufactured hallucinogen marijuana. So, una donde cara. All right. So maybe let's switch to something else. Let me make ginger water. At least you have modest and you will choose the two. They are key. All right. Okay, so that is the test. Normally, when you are studying, you have the first outline, right? Once the first outline, a class of students mainly goes for each and every first outline. You go to the objectives. What are the course outcomes of course objectives? From the course outline. If it says by the end of the module, students should be able to explain the history, nature, and scope of psychology. Have you mastered how questions come? I thought they were different. But in other at least you should have a content on the history of psychology. You get it. Do I know the nature of psychology? What is psychology all about? Nature of psychology. The scope of psychology. What does it cover? So nature and scope are what? Different, right? Nature you are looking at what is psychology in itself. But scope you are looking at the different areas that psychology covers. The coverage of psychology, scope. Nature, what is it that psychology does in itself? What is it in itself and what does it involve in? What does it tie with? What is it about psychology? It looks at studying people's minds. Now we're talking about interference of sleep, interference of what? In many authors, the way somebody thinks. When we talk about drugs, there we're talking about the nature. Memory, perception, how we perceive, when we perceive what, how is our perception ordered, with what? Drugs. Examples of those drugs. That is nature. But when we talk about the scope of psychology, what does psychology cover? We go to the first context now. You explain what is found in this course of study, that becomes the scope of that particular study. Okay. Hello. That's 20 months. You don't seem to understand what scope is. It's very easy. It's the content. What's content? What does it cover? What's the coverage? So you check through the coverage of what you were given. You have to say what?
You have to say the background of the
Background? No, that's history now. You have history, nature, and scope of psychology. The background is going to be related to the history. Nature, we are saying, what is it that psychology deals with? So if it deals with the mind, okay, how, what concerns it when it's dealing with the mind and human beings? Okay? So I was saying, talking of maybe other experiences of myself because of taking a particular drug, for example. So you bring in issues with drugs and drug abuse, sleep and other sleep, dreams and other dreams. When does the person dream is being chased by what? When does the person dream peacefully? All those things. What causes that? In the psychological perspective, not in the religious perspective. Scope is not to the course content. What is it that we have covered or we were supposed to cover? We are supposed to cover in this module. Then you have I'm giving you an area of study.
you don't have
I see. Do hide me now, say it now. Do we know any theories in psychology? Like dear skin. What did you talk about? What theories? Is it occurring conditioning theory, classical conditioning theory, or behaviorism theory? Have you? Are we able to analyze, for example, the question says, analyze human behavior using fundamental psychology concepts and theories? Are we able to analyze human behavior? How? How are you able to analyze human behavior using fundamental psychology concepts? And what could these psychology concepts be? Now, if you're looking at the questions you must listen. I'm aware, analyze, explain, discuss, describe. If you look at your course outcomes, these are there. And some lecturers, some of them are also based on this because that should be the understanding of. I need to test whether you have understood this whole thing. You get it? So I hope we are clear, right?
Yes.
Explain the history and what it's talking about. You need to know the origin of psychology. So in there, this one you will look at the history of psychology, what it means from the etymological point of view, and the other aspects that are explained. The second one explains the theoretical perspectives that underpin human behavior and mental process. Here are some of the things we're talking about now. Can our behavior be influenced from outside perspective or from the biological perspective? What is that? I think she's done. So the mental processes and from the biological perspective, how is our thinking affected by what we do? How does the environment affect the way we think or do things? Okay. Then analyze human behavior using fundamental psychological or psychology concepts or theories. Okay. Now, the most important thing is, do you know what analyzing is? Do you know what explaining is? So I'll challenge you now to go into what we call Bloom's taxonomy. Write it down. Bloom's taxonomy. B-L-O-O-M-S. Bloom's. L-O-O-M-S. Bloom's taxonomy. T-A-S-O-N-O-M-Y. Taxonomy. Bloom's. B-L-O-O-M-S. Bloom's taxonomy. So you look at under that, you will find the way we ask the questions. So you understand what discussing means. You understand what explaining means. You understand what describing means. So that when a lecturer asks, there's something that we want to find out from, which you have to bring out. Okay? Yeah, no. So great indeed that when you understand the questioning techniques, it will be easy for you to answer the questions asked. Otherwise, sometimes you must answer from back and you miss out all the 20 marks. And you give us a very tough time to say, well, but 2 pages is the wrong question. Wrong answer. 2 pages. Wrong question. Then what? From the beginning it's wrong. Alright. Then let me call you after 10 minutes into your class. Hello? You will be there after 30 minutes. Hello? Hello? That's where I'm saying. Need to class about the women after 30 minutes. Sure. the uploaded lecture for today. I will not post any revision questions. And don't share anything. Not yet. All right. Explain the history, nature, and scope of psychology. You're not sleeping. Okay? One, explain the history, nature, and scope of psychology. Two, discuss the basis of human behavior. Discuss the basis of human behavior. Discuss the basis of human behavior. Three, discuss research in psychology. Discuss research in psychology and its challenges in the current world. Discuss research in psychology and its challenges in the recent world. Elaborate on any two. Elaborate on any four theories of psychology. So when you understand what discussing means, explaining, elaborating means, you understand better. So that even if the question came as discuss any two theories or any three theories of psychology, you are able to relate that. Okay? What is the importance of research, psychological research in the modern world? That is A. A. Importance of psychological research in the modern world. B. Describe the stages of research in psychology. Describe stages of research in psychology. Then discuss in detail the states of consciousness. Discuss in detail states of consciousness. What makes people to have biases in judgment? Explain. What makes people to have biases in judgment? Explain. Using 6 points. theories of learning. Classical conditioning, operant conditioning. What is your understanding of achieve? Is there any difference? Classical conditioning and operant conditioning. How do you understand them? Are there any similarities? Are there any differences? Then you have types of psychological research. Have I already given you? Okay. Discuss the different types of psychological research. How many questions? 9. Okay. How do you understand by scientific research in psychology? Explain the different procedures of scientific research. How do you understand by scientific research in psychology? Explain the different procedures that are involved in scientific research. Different procedures that are involved in scientific or stages involved in scientific research. Good. Now, in each and every research, we talk about a research title. In psychology too, we're supposed to have a title for any research that we are doing. Okay? And if you look at the course outline here, you have a statement of the problem, defining a problem, definition of the problem, which can be a statement of the problem or problem statement. When we have a title, that title is a result of the problem that has been generated. Okay? It's as a result of the problem that has been generated. Before we look at what happened in the southern region about the cyclone Freddy, before we come up with the title, there must be a situation, there must be a problem on the ground. It is from that problem that we come up with the defeating. So the title comes after the problem. But in the outline, we will still have the title on the first place. But it will be explained by the statement of the problem. What happened? And the statement of the problem must be captivating. Okay? It must be captivating. So one we have the research title. Okay? And then the introductory part of it. Okay? And after that, we'll have the first chapter is introduction, where you have the objectives. Why is it that you are undertaking this research? Okay? You must have a short abstract and the introduction, and what is involved now in it. What is the background of the study? You need to tell us background of the study, the location of where you are going to do your study. History and background, location, okay? And then in chapter 2, we have the literature review. Literature review, what is the literature review? I'm just jumping because there's a lot. Literature review, what is literature? Related materials or research that and people that have written about the topic, your topic of research. So we need to have related materials which we can refer to. Say, prior to my program, this and this is what happened. So generally tunapanga mix